Hey, what's going on, Weavers? Tim here again, and in today's video we will be learning about one simple tool that will make you a Turks head knot master. So if you're like me and you have tried to learn how to tie a Turks head knot any larger than a woggle and have failed, this awesome tool could be for you. First off, I'd like to thank Jig Pro Shop for sending me a few of these to check out, and for transparency's sake, I did not receive any monetary exchange to do this video. I'm simply doing it because it's a great product and I'd like to share it with you all. As I mentioned, learning how to tie a Turks head knot any larger than a woggle, for example, that is a 3-lead 5-bite Turks head, can be quite daunting, not impossible, but it can be confusing at times. And if you don't even know what leads and bites are, there's a great video explaining that linked in the description box down below. There's nothing wrong with learning how to tie Turks head knots the traditional way, but this mandrel really does make things way easier to the point of being nearly idiot proof. So with all that being said, the tool we're here to look at today is the Jig Pro Shop Easy AF mandrel, AF standing for Easy Assist Former mandrel. What this tool is a dowel of wood that consists of a laser etched Turks head pattern that you can follow on the dowel itself, and along with some simple pins you can literally trace your way to Turks head victory. So if you can trace a line through a maze on the back of a cereal box, this mandrel will certainly work for you. Now the way you use this mandrel is quite simple. For this example, I am tying a 5-bite 8-lead Turks head knot. And I start out by inserting the guide pins into the pre-drilled holes of the mandrel, and this is where you decide the length of the knot as well as how many leads you will be using. So I'm going to hold up my flashlight side by side to get a general idea of what it will look like. Now with that determined, we start using the mandrel by anchoring our paracord to the top of the post with the provided rubber band. I'm starting just at the top of one of the bites. Now from here we're on easy mode. All you have to do is follow the laser etched pattern on the wood, and the only 3 things to keep in mind are that when you reach an intersection, if you see a solid line, you go under the strand if a strand is present. And if there's no solid line, you go over. Lastly, when you reach a pin, you bend the cord around the pin to form a bite. And that's really it. So as I use this mandrel, you might be saying, well Tim, I can't really see everything you're doing. And the point is, you don't need to, as the laser etched guide itself tells you exactly what to do. It's really that simple. So I'm just going to continue this pattern until I reach the point where I started. And once you get going on these mandrels, tying the Turks head knot is actually quite fun because it really takes the guesswork out of, whether you go over or under. I still think there's a lot of merit to learning how to tie a Turks head knot without a guide. However, if you're someone like me who's never really gotten over that hump of learning how to tie a Turks head knot and all those, overs and unders never really clicked, I find this tool really great for overcoming that hurdle. And once there, I'm going to anchor the end with the rubber band as well. And now I'm going to expand this Turks head with 2 additional strands. And this part is even easier than the first step because all you have to do is follow the first strand. For this first orange strand, all I have to do is ensure that I stay on one side of the green strand, making sure that I go over when I'm supposed to go over and I go under when I'm supposed to go under. Now once that's done, I'm adding my last white strand, and you guessed it, I just follow once again. This time staying on the opposite side of the orange. And once again, I'd just like to stress the fact that once you understand how to use this tool, you don't need someone like me to show you the exact process of it because it's quite self-explanatory once you understand that the paracord simply follows the line, and then you go under when you hit a line, and you go over when there is no line, and you just go around those pins to create the bites. Next, my Turk's head knot is essentially tied. I'm going to remove the pins and slide the Turk's head off the mandrel and slide it onto the flashlight. Now that it's on my flashlight, I'm going to use my knotter's tool and work out all the slack of the Turk's head and get those knots nice and tight. With all that slack out, all that's left is to snip and singe the excess cords. And of course, be careful, especially doing this next to the body of the flashlight. And there you go, that's how you use this easy assist mandrel. So these mandrels come in a few different sizes that allow you to make larger Turk's head knots, including 2 larger 7-byte versions that can create larger diameter Turk's head knots. So overall, this product gets a thumbs up from me, and if you're looking to step up your Turk's head game, I'd highly suggest trying out one of these as they are also very affordable. So I'll leave a link down below in the description box for where to get them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, a huge thank you to all my Patreon supporters. If you guys want access to exclusive videos as well as our Discord server, feel free to check out my Patreon page, link in the video as well as down below. I thank you for even considering. And if not, you can always support this video by liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you enjoyed what I did in this video, feel free to check out what I have to offer on the rest of my channel.